EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And they'll run it here. Oh, and now he bowls over. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 72 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 6. Now they'll try to right side here. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again to 25, second and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. They're running in off the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
But we saw a great example when we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And now here come the Raiders. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delayed game. 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now let's go. 3.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now Jackson on second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play.
And this is Cook. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and he just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And on the ground they go. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a handoff working right. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Yo, Chief.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. It's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Hey, Raider 2. Where's it? Hunt.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there is where the big guys up front moving.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football.
Hey, 734.
That didn't happen.
Hey.
Looking for the gun. It's caught. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik McDowell in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Get set. Wide 85.
From midfield, here's Carr. Well, this is caught by Martavis Bryant. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Monday
They're
down.
on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
4 down. 4 down.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Right back to him on 1st down. Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it will set him back for 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Go, go. Get set. Get set. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. That's up. Yes.
On 2nd down, he's Carr. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Down. Wide 80.
From the gun, it's Carr. Going for it all. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The drive started with an option going left. And holding it may be the wrong decision. as he stopped in the backfield.
Oh, yeah! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Cut! Cut!
On second down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight.
And forces fourth down. Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Carr throwing on second down. The Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Carr. It's caught. Jones. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for the guys trying to get to the football.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking deep now for McCoy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. We'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down.
And they'll go to the ground attack here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
OP. Hey, 4 down. He's checking. Where's the hot? Yeah, 98's down. 58, 98.
And they'll run it here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Get set.
throw with Carr. Set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Get set. 180.
Inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left half. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. That they need him late in the game. His confidence should be sky high.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Out to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So out come the Raiders. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Here's caught. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Justin Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, 5, and for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
That was a special return, and it had to because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there, and they want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
All right, now, look at 56.
I never want to make something
56.
more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
Detroit!
But this is a I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
He's got it in. Complete. The 20. 10. And takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Well, they got the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Calling the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
4 down, 4 down.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open.
694.
I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out on the crossing route. Complete. That's Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
6-18.
On first down, Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Gerald Everett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass.
All right, now, lucky 56.
That's a big miss.
Lucky 56.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Sponge. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Over, 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 over. Hot, hot.
2nd and 10, here's Jackson again. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
No, check, Patriot,
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Gun, 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 gun.
Jackson down to throw on third down. Dancing to his left. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they got themselves a first down.
Gun, 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 gun.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there that'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Detroit!
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
Ready,
Right now, it's not his interception. Whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback. That's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Run, 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 and run it. 3 down. Here we go. Tight right. Ready,
Now a play fake. Carr sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Hurry up, here we go.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
It's our time.
And they'll try the run game here with the running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room inside the 40. A big play there for L.A. Given 42 yards on the ground. He was able to set the edge on the left side, and the O-line able to set the edge well, too, on that side. They did a good job blocking out in front.
And you and I both know there's only a set amount of blockers that can be out in front. But didn't it feel like there was double on that play to open up the path?
Mike's 47.
They'll try and run it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
You got 4. You got 4.
They get it to him running left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That's to his running back, complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw it.
And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken in after one. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink off there.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll make it second and short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Enough to give them a new set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to him, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
46-18.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Get down.
From the gun, Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for jump. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 46 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going.
And they'll try to find him here with a running back. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. One down to about the 23-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they get it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mike 42, check. Mike 42.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can...
Hey, 734!
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Monday!
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Monday, down! 180!
Whip. Watch the whip.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
24.
On third and long, it's Carr. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here's the Raiders punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's get it. Tight left. Everyone
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
7 to the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this completes it over the middle. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39!
Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Mike 42.
Leopard!
Now Jackson on second down, eluding the pressure right. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Chargers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the home team here, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.